Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, and joining us from an undisclosed location is Scott Gerard. Scott, how you doing out there this morning?
I'm doing well here at the Illinois Welcome Center, actually.
Oh,
It's closed now.
Yeah, right. We now know where you are. Busted. Scott, thank you for taking the time. I know you're on your way out for the holiday weekend, but you're generous enough to stop in and give us our update on the what is the final council before our new council and new mayor kick things off.
Yes, indeed, and they kept it short and sweet for their last meeting. Not a ton of huge items. The most significant thing I would say they approved would be the agreement with the Fitchburg Dog Park advocates, which was something that had been discussed at the previous meeting when they approved kind of a staff version of that agreement. But a couple weeks later, they came back with some additions from the Dog Park Advocates group, and now that agreement is, I think, finalized probably, and work will probably be getting started here soonish to get that open. So the agreement kind of outlines what sort of things the Dog Park Advocates will do and what sort of things the city will take care of here as the park gets put together.
Awesome, and it's been a process, and it's through. So also moving forward here, or moving to the next item, was the goodbyes from the alders, and we had a couple that had been serving for quite a few years.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So the final meeting Tuesday was the final meeting for Carol Poole in District 1. And Jake Johnson there in District 4. It was Jake's first term. Carol, I believe, I want to say, I don't actually know the number of years she served, but it's quite a few terms. She's put in a lot of time, and she had a lot of people to thank, and ended up helping to lead a standing ovation for the staff as well. That was something she and Jake and both mentioned in their farewell speeches, and then Steve Arnold, of course, served the city for 12 years, 10 as an alder and the last 2 as mayor, and he shared a lot of thoughts and thanked the staff as well. So that was definitely a key theme among all of them, was thanking the staff for all of their work. And you had some of the other alders who will be continuing thanking them for their service as well. Tony Hartman and Julia both recognized the outgoing leadership. Patrick Stern is also done, but he was not at Tuesday's meeting, so he gave his goodbye a couple weeks earlier.
Right.
But their goodbyes mean new faces will soon be in that room and in those seats.
Yeah, and that kind of leads up to now there'll be some housekeeping meetings coming up here to get the new alders in place, along with Jason Gonzalez, the new mayor.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So next Tuesday is the reorganizational meeting, and so the new administration and new alders will be sworn in, and then I believe at that meeting they'll start discussing committee appointments and council president and things like that. And I know Jason had indicated at the forum back in February, without using her name, but kind of mentioned that he hoped Julia would be his council president. I know Dorothy Krause, who has served for 6 years in District 1, also would like to be considered for that position. So that'll be interesting to see who is chosen for that. The last 2 years, it was Dan Carpenter, and he and Steve Arnold probably didn't have the closest relationship that a council president and mayor have ever had. We'll put it that way.
Right. Well, like I said, we've invited the past alders, and we'll invite all the other alders, and I'm sure you'll be doing stories too ahead coming up in the new council. So.
Absolutely. We'll be covering them, and I'm excited to see how they all do.
All right, Scott, I appreciate you taking the time. Drive safe out there, and we'll catch you in a few weeks.
Thanks so much. Have a fantastic holiday weekend.
All right, you too. We're going to take a quick break and wrap up the show with a little turkey story right here on Talking Fitchburg.